2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our punt. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, you lead by action and
knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Bagley, and it's early in at the one. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards is out there with Junior. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. Greg, so much excitement. The final game of the regular season is here.
You know, be it the playoffs for those lottery teams, maybe a nice family vacation. There's always a silver lining for everybody.
Right. They can play 2K, too, if they're not in the playoffs, right? Minnesota with the ball. Swiped away. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Jerome, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Lewis against Leonard. Lewis passes to Doncic. Right at the free throw line. Russell, no good. Leonard looking over the floor. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Count that one.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
And Junior throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Jerome. The pass to Early. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out to Doncic. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Junior throws it down.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Stolen by Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And that one's good. Leonard.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Here's Early. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and Leonard has it in the corner. Those three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 3. Russell dishes to Lewis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And both free throws good for Lewis. Thunder trailing by 5. Left side, Leonard over Lewis. And it's Leonard missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lewis kicks to Edwards. From outside the arc, another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
The Timberwolves shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Pass to Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's Jerome. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Malone's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Ennis, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Monte Morris subbed in for Russell. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Pass to Bagley. And they call an illegal screen here. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular? And it's the Thunder with the ball. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Luka Doncic out there with Russell. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Junior. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Jazz, was terrific. He had 15 points and worked hard on defense, recording a number of blocked shots and steals as well. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. Can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Towns throws it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Early, the pass to Leonard. Here's Jerome. Over Edwards. Jerome. No good.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today.
Oh, that was huge.
Incredible. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Early. No points in the game yet for him. Now, Doncic. He feeds it to Lewis. Inside, Leonard with the steal. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Edwards can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. This has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Early, the pass to Jerome. Leonard with no one around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunity.
And the dunk by Towns.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Towns.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And the shot goes down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Early. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 11 feet away, off the left rim and out.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Stolen by Lewis. Here's Jerome. Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Jerome. Bagley trying to free himself up. Jerome, good.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, is why Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Now, you know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Poked loose. Stolen by Lewis. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Edwards inside. Lewis dishes to Doncic. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Towns. And they pick up 2. Towns has got 18 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Leonard. The tray. That shot off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And there's Edwards on the assist by Russell. 11 points in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Cameron. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Lewis kicks to Doncic. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Lewis.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
The 3 for Doncic. That shot missing. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Timberwolves on top, just dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Early out there with Hero. Then there's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jerome in at the 3 spot. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
The Thunder shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Lewis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Good on the 2nd free throw. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Edwards. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Towns with the steal. And Edwards with the stop.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 15 points.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
And the first one drops. And Oklahoma City making a change here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Jerome. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Lewis. Outside Russell. Pass to Doncic. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Passes it to Fletcher. Here's Jerome. Edwards defending. Jerome. No good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. And another assist.
And he has his eyes set on that season assist record with every pass he makes.
Already, GA, he has the 2nd most and now continues to march towards that top spot.
And he continues to climb up the John Stockton ladder, past Stockton's 2nd and 3rd place marks for most assists, and all that's left is the top spot.
Back to Bagley. Clock at 4. To the left side wing. Again, the Thunder score.
Yeah, Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Hero passes to Jerome. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Jerome's got 6 here in this quarter. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And Junior throws it down.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
So it's the Thunder now. Here's Hero. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the pass to Jerome. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Russell. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Hero. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Bagley. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Hero. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hero's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the paint. It's stolen by Bagley. Passes it to Hero. To the middle. Here's Fletcher. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The free throw is off from Bagley.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Bagley. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Lewis. Oh, Moore's in position. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Early. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. This is his first free throw of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. Lewis outside. He lobs it up and finished off by McDaniel.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Bagley. Nice defense from Lewis. And so it's Minnesota holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Patrick Beverly. Junior's out there at Malone. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Morris in at the point. The offensive rebound.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. McCaw misses.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Oklahoma City shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Down low, and the layup is good.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
The pass to McDaniels. Over Slaughter. They get it again. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Offline with his three.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Beverly dishes to Lewis. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Slaughter. And the jumper from down low is good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And finished off by McDaniel. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Saunders. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Beverly. And another assist for him.
And the most assist record now has company. Amazing.
What a year it's been for him as he has carved up defenses with his passing all season long.
With the way huge assist numbers had dropped from playmakers, I didn't ever think someone would pull even with Stockton's 1,164 assists from the 1991 campaign. What a phenomenal season he's had to match a legend.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Parker comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Ennis in for McDaniels. Anderson outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The shot by Harrison, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the right side. Here's Saunders. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Another possession, another assist.
And that assist will do it. He's #1 all time now.
This is going to be a season from him that will be talked about for years to come.
Well, he's been chasing history and John Stockton all season with his assist total, and he has finally reached the top of the mountain. The assist record is his after besting Stockton's previous high set back in 1991.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Here's Saunders. Pass to Slaughter. Elbow shot. They grab their own miss. Fletcher. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
And he can't hit the second. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. A nice shot by Anderson.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pass to Beverly. Here's Lewis. Drops in the layup for 2. Lewis has got 28.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Saunders, the pass to Fletcher. Feeds to Anderson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw good from Anderson. And both free throws good for Anderson. Now here's Beverly. Here's Ennis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And with the frequency of 3-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
To the inside, here's Lewis. Makes it off the glass. 30 points for Junior.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And it goes down 2 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Minnesota. And the basket is good. That's now 32 points for Junior.
I feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Both free throws good from Anderson. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lewis, and Junior throws it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here. As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The free throw drops for Lewis. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Bagley showing his feel right there for the game and that particular play.
And so Bagley nails them both. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. And Junior throws it down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Inside and finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
And Junior throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right.
And he hears it from this adoring crowd.
Well, another superb night passing the ball, huh, Greg? It never gets old, does it?
To call him the heart of the team doesn't seem to be enough. He's just created so many chances and scores all season long with the pass. It's been a historic pace.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Flight confirmation to catch